right, Raiders headed for the ball, and we are ready for action.
Hey, post the screen first. Post the screen.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Bishop. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arms. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the season, he looks like he's the part. Can he carry this team to the next level, to a natty?
That's what people are talking about now, David, because here's the thing. Everybody knew he had the physical attributes, right?
Got a little grass. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
You can see the screen? You were posting enough for me? Oh.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Delay to the back. It's Williams. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Working that left side now. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It's third and goal and third and long. Back to pass. It's Hammond. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Listen, I love the individual effort by this punt returner, and he's trying to make guys miss. He's trying to make a big play for his team, but you cannot put the ball on the ground. You just now gave the ball right back to the opponent after your defense forced the punt.
Sweet cut there. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes a catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Hammond. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass. Under fire. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Bishop. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for it, because this is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got a man, it's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Puts it out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Rams him with the stiff arm. Continues to fight for yards. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now facing a third and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Bruins in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll move the wide receiver. The short hands, it's Simmons. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Hit as he throws. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. On the move to the left. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got a man in the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Bishop. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Bishop. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Grabbed behind the line. It's Staley. Pulled down for the tackle.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
Hey, man, Yeah, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. To throw, it's Hammond. Extending the play. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And how fast did this momentum just completely flip? Your defense gives up points. You're down by a touchdown, and your kickoff return unit in the fourth quarter, when you needed a play, comes up with a huge play, and now you are 1 point away from tying this game. Or do we roll the dice and try to take the lead?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Pulls and fires complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
But, and he's got room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra.
Could be an alley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to Hardy. Push down for the tackle. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
He'll try to get it through the air. Complete. Oh, he's got some. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. To the air, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Only 1 second remaining in this one as they use a timeout, and we'll have one more snap. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.